going on, guys? This is Craig James here. I want to do a quick video for you guys on what it takes to really craft an effective action plan for your life. So I'm a engineering project manager by trade. I actually just completed my last day with the company I've been working for 11 years as a project manager, moving on to be the vice president of operations for a smaller startup engineering company. But from project management, I've learned a lot about how we need to go about planning for our life success, how we go about putting together a plan that will take us from where we are today to where we want to be tomorrow, or a year from now, or 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever that might be. And so the way you start crafting that vision for your life is that you need to really spend some time thinking about where it is you want to be. Think about where you are and then where you want to be, and really write that down, be very specific about it. Weight loss, or in the fitness realm, it's really easy to see how this might play out. So your vision for yourself might be you want to be 20 pounds lighter, or you might want to have 10 pounds more muscle. So that's just a very simple example, but I suggest that you do that with all the different things that you want to achieve in life, all the things that you desire for yourself. List those out, be very specific, make them something that you can track to. So again, I didn't just say lose weight, I said lose 10 pounds or lose 20 pounds or gain 10 pounds of muscle. Be very specific so you have something that you can tie your results to determine whether you've been successful or not. And this can change as you go along. As many of you know, when you're working on losing weight, getting fit, you might have one goal when you set out at the beginning that turns out to be something completely different at the end. My sister just a few years ago put on some weight after having 3 kids and wanted to lose, I think it was like 50, 60 pounds of body fat. She did that, but then she still wasn't satisfied, so she took it to the next level and started doing physique competitions. So your vision can change, but the important thing is to get whatever those goals are that you have for yourself logged and put down today, and you can reassess that as you go along. Now, once you have a vision for what it is you want to achieve, once you have a set of goals, or I'm going to call them deliverables, that's what it's called in the project management realm. So these are deliverables. These are things that you're going to complete, things that you're going to create and deliver upon. So once you have those, then you need to create a set of tasks to get you from where you are to whatever deliverable it is you want to achieve, whatever it is you want to produce in your life. And so you need to sit down and think about, okay, if I want to lose 10 pounds, here are the things that I have to do. And so you're going to list them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however many that you need. So it might be limit calories to no more than 2,000 per day. Limit processed foods to no more than 10% of my total daily calories. Drink a gallon of water or more each day, whatever that might be, whatever that looks like. You need to spend some time planning that out. It really helps if you can find other people who have achieved what it is that you want to achieve, so you can find a good plan from them, learn from them what their plan was, how did they get from where they were to where you want to be, and implement something similar. Obviously, if it worked for them, it's something worth exploring to see if it might work for you as well. So you need a set of tasks in place, and I can't make that for you. You have to do that for yourself. But again, you can reach out to other people who have achieved what you want to achieve and find out from them the tasks that they put in place, the actions that they took to make it happen. And in addition to just putting these tasks in place, you also need to identify durations for those tasks. So you can't just say, I want to lose 10 pounds and here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do these 5 things. You need to have a set time for how long you expect those things to take. So maybe your lose 10 pounds starts off with lose 1 pound, and then in a month's time, and then you lose 5 pounds in the next year. I know that's completely ad hoc there. Those numbers are not realistic to what you would really achieve. You can certainly lose more than 1 pound in a month, but you get the idea. You want to put a time on that, so that way you understand how long that you expect it to take you to get from point A to point B, and you have a baseline that you can measure against as you're going along that path. And so you can measure that progress and see if you're progressing as you expect to over the time that you have set for that task. So you need to have tasks in place that you need to complete and accomplish in order to achieve your goal or complete your deliverable. And you also need to have a duration assigned to those tasks that says how long you expect it to take for you to complete each of those tasks. Along with your tasks, you need to assess risk. So we're calling it risk. It could just be an obstacle, something that's standing in your way. As you look at the tasks that you put in place or the deliverables, the goals that you have for yourself, as you look at those, you need to think about what might stand in your way. What are obstacles or risks that are there that could keep you from completing that task? So when it comes to weight loss, it might be the weekly happy hour that your department does at work. So that might be a risk. And so you need to come with a strategy to mitigate that risk or eliminate it altogether. So it might be you're going to tell your coworkers, I'm no longer going to that happy hour. Or it might be, I'm just going to get a salad that I'll eat when I go to that happy hour, or I'll limit myself to one beer. Whatever that might be, you need to put a strategy in place. Because if you don't plan for those obstacles, they're going to eat you alive. They're going to prevent you from reaching your goal. So you need to think about those things in advance and have a plan in place for how you're going to deal with them. Next, you need to regularly monitor your progress. So again, it goes back to you have a goal, you have tasks that are linked to that goal, and you have durations on those tasks of how long you expect them to take. And when you're going about completing those tasks, you need to regularly review where you're at in the process. Are you progressing as you expected to? Are you a little bit behind? Are you a little bit ahead? And as you're assessing that progress, that gives you an opportunity to replan, to rethink what it is you're doing and how fast you're doing things so you can make it realistic. Maybe you want to be more aggressive. Again, maybe you're ahead of schedule. And so instead of losing 1 pound in a month, you say, you know what, I think I can lose 5. So I'm 2 weeks in and I'm already 3 pounds down. So I'm going to change that. My goal is now 5 this month, and you restructure that. But it's important that you have that plan in place so that you have something that you're tracking to and can hold yourself accountable to, which is another big aspect, is accountability. When you have these things written down, when you have a goal in place, when you have these objectives that you're working toward, and you have tasks that are in place that are required of you to achieve them, that holds you accountable. You see very clearly what it is you need to do, and if you're not doing them, you have no one to blame. There's no excuses. So that's a way that you're held accountable because you already know what it is you need to do to go from point A to point B. And finally, you need to take consistent action. I mean, an action plan, a set of goals, a set of objectives, a set of tasks that you have to complete those objectives, a plan to mitigate or avoid the risks or the obstacles in your way, they're all meaningless if you're not taking action. You have to be taking consistent action every single day. There are going to be days where things come up, sure, and you might not take the action that you had hoped, or maybe not to the degree or the magnitude that you had hoped. But you need to be intentional about taking action every single day. Every day, when I wake up in the morning, I sit in my bed for a few minutes, I pray, and I think about the things that I want to accomplish for the day. I think about how I'm going to do those things. I meditate and focus on them and why they're important to me, why I care, and why I need to do them, and what it's going to do for me in the long run by consistently taking those actions. And I suggest you guys do the exact same thing. It's really powerful to visualize what it is you want for your life, how you're going to get there. It just sets that mental precedent in your mind of what it is you need to be doing to get what you want out of life, to get what you desire out of life. So that's all I have for you guys for this video today, guys. Let me know what questions you have in the comments below. Let me know if you've done something similar, if you have any other ideas on ways that you're held accountable, ways that you set out a path for achieving your goals. I'd love to hear from you guys. Like iron sharpens iron. That's why we're here. That's what this group is here for, is so that we can build each other up as men. So until next time, this is Craig James. Peace.